is Shaded by Beauty. Welcome back to my channel. Have you subscribed? Just in time. Have you subscribed to my channel yet? You should check that off. Subscribe, like, come on. Let's get on with it, okay? So today we're gonna be talking about how I almost died during my second delivery. Crazy, crazy, crazy. Backstory. My first child was born May 18th, 2018, and I had a cesarean with him as well. And that experience wasn't as bad. Now, the reason why I had a cesarean is because I had preeclampsia. Basically, my blood pressure was so high. I just came in for a checkup for my doctor's appointment, and she was just, my doctor, she's amazing. She was saying, what's wrong with you? I was like, what? Like, what do you mean what's wrong with me? She's like, girl, what is wrong with your blood pressure? And I was like, I don't know, like I feel fine. You know, when they talk about blood pressure, it's like the silent killer. Like, that's why, because you can feel totally fine and not be okay. And she just told me that day, she's like, you're having this baby today. Your blood pressure is way too high. My number was like 160 over something, I don't know. I don't even know what it was. But I was early, I think I was maybe 2 weeks early. And then, okay, so after that, I just had high blood pressure. I thought, okay, well, maybe if I just lose weight, okay? Then, if you haven't seen my first video that I uploaded for 2020, that's when I got pregnant again. I mentioned that in my first video. And yeah, so I got pregnant again. So with this one, I was already labeled like chronic hypertension. So they were looking at me very closely, but every time I would go in, I was good. I had to take medication. I was taking labetalol for my blood pressure. And at first I was taking that once a day, but then I had to take it, no, I was taking it twice a day at first because I had a lower dose. But then my blood pressure was still kind of high, so they put me on a little bit of a higher dosage. So I was only taking it, I believe, once a day. Something like that, I don't really remember. So yeah, so anyway, fast forwarding, actually, this pregnancy, the second one, the process was a lot better. Like, everything was good. I didn't have any swelling going on. I didn't have as much acid reflux going on either. So I thought, okay, cool, this pregnancy is gonna be great. Like, there's nothing for me to worry about. Then it gets closer to the end of the, you know, me to deliver the baby, and the doctor was basically telling me, like, you know, I really don't think you're a good candidate to have a baby vaginally. And I'm thinking, that's weird, because the first time I actually dilated a little bit, you know, and this time I didn't dilate at all. Like, my body just would not expand. And I keep going back and forth. So another reason why I had a C-section, with my firstborn, it wasn't necessarily because of the blood pressure. I went in early because of the blood pressure. I had a cesarean because I stopped dilating at, I believe, 7. Yeah, it was 7. It was a different doctor. She came in and she kept asking me, you know, I think you should have C-section. I was like, no, I think I'm gonna wait. You know, she kept coming in, no, I think I'm gonna wait, you know, because I was like, I really want to do this natural. And let me tell you, the contractions, woo, at 5 centimeters, when she checked me, I was done. I was like, all right, it's so, to me, it was so unbearable. I could not, I mean, I even tried to like calmly breathe. I was like, and with me breathing in slow like that, I felt like it was getting worse. I was like, oh my God, I'm gonna die. I'm like pulling my mom, like, hurry up, somebody please hurry up and come in here, because it hurts. And the lady even had told me, she's like, you know, don't wait till it hurts really bad. She said, because we only got one person on call today. It's gonna take a while. You're not the only person, you know, delivering. So whatever. Epidural. People lie. They say, oh, like, you're not even gonna care about it because
why you always lying?
you're in so much pain it doesn't even matter. It hurt like, it hurt. It just hurt so bad. And yeah, so fast forwarding back to my second baby. So after my surgery, everything seemed fine, okay? So what ended up happening was, you know, they check your blood pressure and make sure you're doing okay. And my mom had asked me, hey, do you want to go for a walk? Because, you know, that's what you do. Like, after you have a baby, you need to walk around and get the blood flowing and everything. And I kid you not, I took 5 steps and I felt my heart was beating as if I ran a marathon. It was that bad. So I told my mom, I was like, you know, put your hand on my heart. Like, how does that feel? Like, I feel like my heart is beating so fast. So we went ahead and walked around, and she had later on told the nurse so that they can notate like, like her heart's beating really fast. I would talk to my sister sometimes while I was in the hospital, and she would look at me and she would say, you need to get some rest. I'm like, I'm fine. Like, I'm trying. Like, I don't know what you want me to do. I'm in bed like all day. Like, there's nothing else I can do. I'm in bed. And she's like, no, you look sick. You just look tired. And then, you know, they check you throughout the night too. My blood pressure got so low. It was like a 102 over, I don't know the bottom number. I just know that my blood pressure was getting so low. So these were different signs that something was going on. Like, my heart's beating like crazy, my blood pressure is super, super low, but my heart rate is super, super fast. And then even when I tried to go to the bathroom, I had to get assistance to go to the bathroom. And, you know, I was kind of leaned over, and the nurse was telling me, do not close your eyes and do not lean over. She said, because you will pass out. So then out of nowhere, I just started feeling something. I was like, I need help getting to my bed. I was like, I feel tired. I feel really, really tired. I really need to get to my bed. So I guess at that moment, I felt like I was gonna pass out. I never passed out in my life, so I don't know how that is. How it feels like, you know. And then later on, I had to get a stat ultrasound done to figure out what the heck was going on. Why were my numbers going crazy? And I had a hematoma. I had internal bleeding going on and had no idea that I had internal bleeding going on once they got those results from the ultrasound. And the nurse practitioner was telling me, first she tried to tell me it's not like a big deal, but it was a really big deal. Because I guess she's trying to tell me that to make me calm down. But if something's going on with my body that's major, you need to tell me, you know? So she told me that, you know, I had internal bleeding going on, and if it were to progress, they would have to go back in, seal it up, and check me out again. And in my mind, I'm like, oh my God, no, please. I do not want it to reopen. I am in so much pain. I mean, after the surgery, they're putting pressure on my lower abdomen, and apparently I had blood clots, and it hurt so badly. They're pressing down really, really hard, and I'm just ready to go. Like, I had to get, it wasn't an epidural, I forgot the technical term for it, but it's like a little needle that they put in your back, and I got stuck so many times, you guys, so many times, and tears coming down my face, which I don't think is normal. They stuck me so many times because they said that the spaces in between my vertebrae is really small, so it makes it harder for the medication to go in. And also my spine is crooked. So whenever the guy would ask me, do you feel that in the center, or do you feel on the left or the right side? I'm like, the right side. Then he sticks me again. I'm like, just said like it was in the center. But I didn't want to do that because I wanted to make sure that I was numb, you know, when they were performing the surgery. So yeah. I was like, oh my gosh, do I have to do that again? I know I have to get numbed again, but I'm tired of being stuck. I'm in so much pain. Please, God, like, I do not want to go back under again. I just wanted to enjoy my baby. That's all I wanted to do. With that being said, so the lady was saying I was feeling tired because I had half of the amount of blood that I was supposed to have in my body. So however much hemoglobin I was supposed to have, or normal amount, half of that. Okay, I don't want to get into technical terms or numbers because I don't want people saying whatever. So yeah, after that I had to get 2 units of blood transfused. I could have waited, doing it the natural way and just wait, but it would have taken longer for me to heal, and I did not feel like that. So I was like, just transfuse the blood. It is what it is. Just transfuse it. And I got real sleepy. Whatever medication she put in, I don't even remember, but they put a medication in before they start to transfuse the blood, and that happened. And I started feeling a little bit of shivers, like kind of different, really tired. And I remember when my parents were checking on me, and my husband's like, I don't know, they just took her. Like, you have, Like, you don't say that when you're in a hospital. Like, you don't know what's going on. It was just, he was funny. He didn't really know exactly what was going on, but it was really serious. And what's scary about that is after the surgery, and after, you know, getting the blood transfused and everything, and once I finally was able to leave the hospital, there was a story out. A judge's daughter-in-law passed away from the same thing that I had going on. And I'm just like a little emotional about it because at the time I didn't really think how intense everything was that was going on. And that could have been me. You know, she had the exact same thing I had going on. She had internal bleeding. I know there's, you know, that can happen. You can have internal bleeding. And like I said, she passed away, and now her husband and her family are left alone without their mom. And there's more details to that story of what happened. I feel like that could have been prevented. But I'm glad that my body was able to show signs that something was going on and that we needed to know, that I had that internal bleeding going on. And I'm just thankful. I'm thankful to God every single day for my baby, everything that I went through. I'm thankful. I'm just glad I got through it. I'm glad that the healing process is over, because the second time was not good. The healing process was not good. The first time I had a cesarean, it wasn't that bad. Like, people would say, oh my gosh, don't get a cesarean. It's terrible. And I'm like, what are these people talking about? It's not that bad. You know, like, I literally just felt like I did a whole bunch of crunches, or I went to the gym. I did a lot, and that was it. I healed like that. The second time around, not so much. And it could also be because my doctor had a hard time getting my baby out. I had a lot of scar tissue, so it was really tough for her to like get the baby out. My husband was there, and he was all up in my ear like, geez, like, she's all up in your stomach, man. Like, never seen anything like this before. It's like, I'm over here trying not to throw up. Could you not? Like, please. But he was amazed, so I'm glad we shared that experience together, because the first time when I had surgery, they had to knock me out. I was feeling something. I had a burning sensation going on. I was crying, and I was like, knock me out. I want to go to sleep. I don't want to feel anything. So with the second time around, I was thinking about the same thing, but they used something different. So that way I could, you know, my husband could stay in and watch everything. So it was just the after experience wasn't good. So yeah, that's scary, not really knowing that you're bleeding internally. It's going on, and you know, who's to say that if we didn't catch it in time, would I be here today? You know what I mean? So that is my story for me with my second experience. I think about it almost every day if I ever want to have another child. I'm not sure. This second time around definitely was a wake-up call for me, just because it's my body, you know. I don't know. But I know for sure I ain't having no babies anytime soon, though. Yeah! Your girl, I got the IUD, good for at least another 5 years. I don't think we'll wait that long if we decide to, but that's pretty much it. That's my experience with having my second cesarean. I say almost died, but I was, you know, trickling down that route and didn't know it. So that's my story, and I'm sticking to it. If you guys have any other questions, please let me know. Let me know down in the comments below. Make sure you subscribe and like this video, and be sure to share, and we will see you next time. Bye. Okay? Subscribe and like. Subscribe and like. Love on everybody as much as you can, because you never know when it will be their time. And